How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be going over one of the most ambitious dragon survival games I have ever seen. I know that's a little bit niche. Let's broaden that out a little bit more. One of the most ambitious survival games I have ever seen. I have been keeping up with this game for a couple years now. They have made insane progress. Their funding campaign has been out for over a month now. I'm a bit late. At the time of recording this, there are around 40 hours left to put in your own donation for this game. The Wings of Dawn actually has a demo out right now. Go check it out. I'm going to be going over some gameplay today. Any money being donated to the game is going towards the alpha build of the game, which will act as a foundation of all future work. The alpha version of the Wings of Dawn will contain 5 of 15 dragons total. There will be 15 playable dragons as well as playable humans. If you don't know exactly what the game is, I have a video I released quite some time ago now going over what the game plans to be. Go check it out, but I'll give you a brief explanation right now. But essentially, think of Ark Survival Evolved, but instead of surviving with dinosaurs, you're surviving with dragons, and instead of the dragons being just all AI, most of the other dragons in the game will be players. This will be a complete player-driven ecosystem. Obviously, there will be some AI dragons, NPC humans as well, but player humans and dragons will be living side by side in one big ecosystem. If you decide to play as a human, you can decide to live amongst other humans, or you can decide to be a nomad. Nomads will be able to raise their own dragons, and that dragon that the nomad raises will be another dragon player. If you decide to play as a dragon, think of games like The Isle, Path of Titans, any creature survival game where you are born as the creature, you spawn in, you grow, you survive, you can nest with other dragon players of your own species, raise more dragons. But you'll have to be careful because humans will probably be on the hunt for you, getting things like hide and other resources that humans are going to need for crafting, trading, and other things like that. But at the time of recording this video, like I said, there are only around 40 hours left. By the time I post this video, there's maybe like 30, I don't know. I'm gonna try to get this video out as soon as possible. I apologize to both any supporters and the dev team that I have taken so long to make this video. I really am sorry. But the game has raised $100,000 from their $67,000 goal. And keep in mind, these guys are very transparent. Like I said, I'll leave any links to their Indiegogo and Discord in the description and the comments. But please go check out their Indiegogo. They explain everything. Go to their Discord. You can literally ask any question you want. They give weekly updates. They do monthly dev blogs. They drop so much information. It's very soothing for people putting their money into this project. But enough glazing. Links in the description. Please check them out. If you would like to back the game yourself before the time runs out, please do so. You have around a day and a half. And let's get into the game. Right, as soon as we get into the demo, as you can see, we have dragons, human, spectator. And how about we just start out with the dragons? Why not? The demo has 4 dragons right now. The Vulcan, Icy Crown, Kieran, and Valid. I'm going to be briefly going over all 4 of them. I'm going to be spending the most time with this guy because this guy was actually the most recent addition. He's probably my favorite dragon out of the 15 they have planned, so I'm very glad he's already in the game. He's super cool. But let's just start with this guy real quick. There is a lot of skins to choose from. If you have a preference, it will be here. In the future, you'll be able to customize different horn types, like facial features, physical variations in your dragon. But even default is absolutely incredible. I think I am going to go with... Ooh. I like this, but... Ooh, wait. Ooh, I don't know. I might keep it pretty simple and go for this one. Nothing crazy. I like the more natural colors. Alright, first of all, the music sounds great. Performance is really good. I'm actually quite shocked. But yeah, game looks absolutely incredible. Holy shit. Let's start running here. Can we fly yet? Oh, alright, we can't fly yet. We can jump though. The UI is updated quite a bit since I last saw it as well. So here's a left click. I'll bite attack. Right click. Whoa, that went behind me. Alright, let's shoot this way. That's cool. We hold right click. I don't think we can hold it for very long, just because, yeah, my mana, my bile is kind of drained there. Let's type in some commands. We can, there we go. There we go. Obviously, you won't be able to grow like that when the game actually comes out, It's just for testing purposes. So, look, we have a walking animation. We have a trotting animation. And then we could fly. If we get running, we hold jump. There we go. The map isn't done yet, so it kind of looks like a... Whoa, okay. I didn't know this was here. How about we make a pit stop? Oh, how about we make a pit stop real quick? All right, so this is going to be one of the human safe zones, basically. This gives you a general idea of how human settlements are going to look when the game comes out, when the alpha build comes out, more specifically. Everything that will be in the alpha build will be on their website and their Discord, but holy shit, this looks really cool. Keep in mind, I am massive. This settlement is really big. Like, if you go into, if you spawn in as a human, I'm sure this place would look pretty big, but holy shit. This gives you a really good idea of how massive dragons are. And keep in mind, this is one of the bigger dragons in the game. Oh, I can't fly. I need a running start. This is actually one of the bigger oh, shit. Yeah, don't run into walls. That's not good. Alright, how do I get out of here? Let me just hop on this roof, maybe? I have no way of flying. I have no way of flying unless... Alright, come here. Yes! There we go. Okay. Run, so let's do this. There we go. You hold forward, you fly faster, you flap your wings, you consume stamina. But you don't need to move forward to fly, you can just let go. Use your mouse to aim. Look around. The flying is really satisfying. Let me fly up super high. And then, whoa, my god. Let's see if we can find another human settlement. I'm not actually sure if there are more than one at the moment. Alright, let me fly super high again, and then hold W. Jesus Christ. Super fast, holy shit. Yeah, the flying is super satisfying. From the sounds to the animation, looks super good. Alright, can I stop? Whoa, oh my god. Alright. I didn't think I could stop that fast. I thought I was gonna die. Alright, now let's hold right click like we were trying to do earlier. Oh my god. Jesus. That was awesome. Let's do that again. Jesus Christ. That looked really good. That sounds really good. Jesus. But yeah, this is the Vulcan, guys. This is the Vulcan. One call. Jesus fucking Christ, that sounds awesome. That's the 2 call. This is the recall. Whoa. Alright, this is 4. Alright. 5. 5 is just a simple vocal. Alright, so that's the Vulcan. Let's move on. Alright, so this is the Icy Crown. Not as many skins as the other guy, but still pretty cool. Let's just go with the standard. Here is the little guy. This dragon is very, very massive as well. He is one of the biggest dragons in the game. Alright, he is massive now. A little bit of a texture bug. It's not quite finished yet. Alright, let's get moving. He doesn't run as fast as the other guy, but he can fly pretty fast. Holy shit, he flies very, very fast. This is the 1 call. Holy shit. Let's hear that one more time. Jesus, that sounds horrifying. Alright, this is the 2 call. This is the 3 call. Oh my god. Alright, the 4 call. And then the 5. Oh, we're losing altitude here. Alright, then air brake. We can hold right click. Hold breath. There we go. Holy shit. Jesus. Alright, and then C is like a... Oh yeah, there's like a tail whip. Every dragon has some sort of tail whip. If they have a tail, at least. And then left click. Got the bite. Click right click. Boom. Boom. Icy fireworks. Look at this. Oh my god. Jesus, that sounds so cool. Alright, we have gone through the Vulcan and the Icy Crown. Now we are moving on to the Kirin. This guy is a flightless dragon, obviously, but he is extremely fast. Not as big as the other guys. He is definitely on the smaller side. That is not going to stop him from packing a punch. Oh, that's cool, dude. The zebra. That is sick. I really like this one, actually. Let's just go with the standard. He is a small little guy. Grow him up real quick. There we go. He is insanely fast. Don't mind the frames. Everything's just loading in. There we go. Alright, let's do a jump. Oh my god, yeah, he's insanely fast. Alright, let's play around with this a little bit. What do we got? Hold right click. Does a huge, like, burst of electricity. Let's look at the calls first while we wait for that to regenerate. Dude, he's got, like, huge teeth on the front of him. Holy shit. Turn him around so you can see his pretty face. Alright, so those are the calls. Here's the 5 call. Sounds nice. It's a horse. Exactly what you'd expect. Oh my god, that 1 call is visceral. Jesus. There will be normal horses in the game, but this is the playable horse dragon, basically. He's pretty cool. I really like him. Alright, now that my stuff is recharged, let's left click. Whoa. Like, it sounds like you're unsheathing a sword. Jesus. And yes, you can do this while running. You're gonna be packing a punch with this guy. And then let's click right click. A little burst. And then you hold right click, it's a big burst. It's very cool. So, when holding right click, it doesn't actually, like, continue until you're drained. It just takes a bigger chunk of your bile. But yeah, very fucking cool. This guy's crazy. Okay, so we have gone through the Vulcan, the Icy Crown, the Kirin, and finally we have the Valid. Like I said, he's definitely my favorite. He is insanely cool. Oh my god, on this skin it looks like the top of his head is like a skull. We're just gonna go with the default skin here. And oh my goodness, I cannot see. I don't know the command to set it today, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. But this is the Valid. Everything about this guy resembles a bearded vulture. He just looks insanely cool. I've already grown him, so this is his full size. He's one of the smaller dragons in the game. Let's get flying though. Doesn't run very fast on land. But once he gets in the air, he's extremely fast. He has 4 wings. Let's get on land and hear these calls. Let's get our face in the moonlight here. And let's listen to this bad boy. Oh my god, that sounds so cool. The little chirp he does at the end. That's so cute. Here's the 2 call. Jesus. Alright, here's the 3 call. Holy shit. Let me see that again. Holy shit, dude. That's crazy. Oh, there's another dragon over there. Let's go say hi. In the meantime, here's the 4 call. Here's the 5 call. Little chirps. Oh my god. Whoa. Let me get out. I run. So that's what happens if you hold right click. Oh my god, that is awesome. Holy shit. So here's left click. Oh my god, you can hold it really, you can click it really fast. Alright, and then this is, if you click right click, it's a little fireball. Alright, and then once again, if you hold right click, big cloud of smoke, and you just dip. That is so cool. So that, you see that rib cage on the front of him? That's actually a really large chest cavity where he emits that smoke. Every dragon in the game has a dossier. You can see all of its like lore, abilities, and what it does essentially. It's super cool. I'll fly through the smoke. Oh my god, that's so cool. Alright, air brake. Oh, he brakes really fast. Holy shit. Yeah, let's hear that again. I just want to hear that one more time. Ooh, let's get in front of the moonlight. Look at this shot right here. Oh my god, that's majestic as fuck. Fucking incredible, dude. That's crazy. Alright, well, that is the valid... Like I said, he is so damn cool. And that's the icy crown. Yeah, look at the size difference in this guy. I don't know if he's full grown. I'm pretty sure he is. But, look at this. I am so much smaller than this guy. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's check out the humans. Let's fly into the ocean here. For no reason at all. Let's see what happens. Alright, and then we dive. Look at the swimming animation. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the humans. Alright, and we have gone through all 4 of the dragons so far that they have in the demo. Let's move on to the humans. Alright, just like another very similar game, you spawn on the beach. And guys, I know I keep relating this game to Ark, but please get the bad taste out of your mouth. It is not going to be nearly as buggy as Ark, I can pretty much promise you guys that. They are taking quite literally everything into mind when making this game. So having the mistakes of the games before it as building blocks to make this game much better is a very good thing. But as you can see, I got my health, thirst, and hunger down on the bottom right. I can left click for a quick punch. Oh no, I'm beating it. I'm beating it. Look, I can run, I can jump, I can beat my meat. Oh, so if I hold right click, I can block. That's pretty cool. You click I, you have your inventory. Oh, I have 10 iron ingots. I can put those in my hotbar. There's a crafting system. I made medium iron bracers, but the logo for it is a pumpkin. Let's get ourselves a sword and a shield. So you left click, you swing the sword, keep clicking left click, and it does a slash in the opposite direction as well. And then you hold right click, blocks. That's very cool. Yeah, so pretty basic combat system setup. That's very nice. You will be fighting dragons. You'll probably need some help with some heavy artillery, but that will be in the future. Let's make some armor. Why not? We drag that to our hands, and then, oh wow, look at that. We got some armor on. That is the most acorn looking shell I've ever seen. Mimicry at its finest. Or had me fooled. Rah! Rah! Yeah, if I walked up to battle in just like some metal armor and a sword, I would probably get melted by any of the dragons, like literally any of them. So humans will be in a very, very fragile spot. But that's good. They'll have to rely on each other, rely on human technology, such as large artillery weapons to take them down for their resources. And the safest place you'll probably be is at one of those human locations. Because any dragon finds you out here, you're cooked. If they're hungry, it's over. But like I said, guys, as of right now, the Indiegogo campaign has around 40 hours left. So please, if you would like to go check out the demo, it's on Steam right now. If you would like to fund the game, go to their Indiegogo. I'm going to leave a link to their Discord, their Indiegogo in the comments. I'm going to be keeping up with this game in the future. So if you'd like to keep up with the game with me, subscribe and I will keep posting the Wings of Dawn videos. They have a small team, but they are making some huge progress. The game looks incredible. The dragons look great. Animations, the sounds, everything. The potential for this game is absolutely massive. Like I said, go check it out, back it if you want, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.